Welcome to Houston Sports Show, brought to you by Smile, Texas. Because experience matters. Here are your hosts, Rachel Von Aranhe and Barry Laminack.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to Houston Sports Show. My name is Barry Laminack. This young man is Jerome Solomon, and that lady over there, well, that's Lauren Leal. We want to welcome you to Roca Accor, Houston's Japanese steakhouse. Jerome, I cannot wait to dive into this food, but first...
I can tell. I mean, you know, you look like you've dived into quite a bit of food before.
I'm actually wearing a girdle today, too, so I don't really appreciate it.
Those Spanx work on you?
I need to get my money back. This is obviously, do they make neck girdles? That'd be great. Anyways, listen, we got a lot of sports to talk about. I got to first know what's going on in the world of baseball. You saw on social media Carlos Correa taking tons of pictures, being very active. Is this a good sign? Should we, as fans, be excited?
It's a bad sign because
no.
there's nothing else for them to do. They're usually at spring training by now, fielding ground balls and swinging bats and getting ready for the season. So they're bored. So he's hanging around with his friends, and his friends all play for the Astros. He did Alex Bregman is the godfather to his son and everything. So that's all lovely, but I don't think it means that Carlos is going to necessarily stay. Lauren?
Yeah, I think that was Lance McCullers, but they all went to a fight together, and it is a good sign if you're a Houston fan. You love Carlos Correa, you want him to stay here. I'll have to say, it's a lot more than what Kyler Murray is doing with the Arizona Cardinals, you know what I mean?
I'd rather have Carlos hanging around with Astros than like hanging around some Yankees or something.
Oh, look, it's Carlos and Aaron Judge. Oh, no, gosh. Yeah, not good. I'm ready for baseball to get back, but does this give them an opportunity to kind of stretch things out and hopefully massage that relationship a little bit more and keep him?
Well, he's been here forever. It's not, you can't go be married to somebody for 8-9 years and then all of a sudden in the last week before the divorce go, hey, let me make it up to you, honey. Let me show you how much I love you. Well, it's a little late for that. And Carlos Correa, you know what love means to him? Money. Yeah. And I don't blame him.
It's time for Real or Fake.
They're real and they're spectacular.
Brought to you by Roca Accor, Houston's Japanese steakhouse.
Oh yeah, I'm Lauren Leal, and it is time for Real or Fake from Roca Accor, Houston's Japanese steakhouse. Let's get going, guys. So Michigan basketball coach Juwan Howard got into a scuffle with Wisconsin head coach Greg Gard in a childlike confrontation during the post-game handshake line. And like any 6-year-old, Howard was heard saying, "Stop touching me." Real or Fake headline, Jerome. Post-game handshakes are banned by the Big Ten.
Fake, without question, that's fake. They're not going to ban the handshake. If you guys are too childish to shake hands after a game, I mean, give me a break. Stop.
No,
it's not. The handshake is not the problem. It's them being immature jerks is the problem.
No, when you lose, the handshake can be a problem.
Every game, there's a loser, Barry.
Yeah.
How many thousands of games are there? And there's a loser, and they shake hands and they get their butts kicked. The Washington Generals shake hands with the Globetrotters every night, and that's not a problem.
Wrestlers shake hands, all that scripted nonsense. But if you're a jerk to me and I lose, I don't want to shake your hand. You should have been a jerk to me.
This is gonna be a long night for you, dog. Ain't gonna be no handshake at the end of this.
There's gonna be no handshakes at the end of this show, I promise you, because of him. Jerk.
All right, so LeBron James said he wants to play his last season on the same team as his son Bronny. So Real or Fake headline, Barry. LeBron James and LeBron James Jr. take court together.
Ooh, I don't know. You better hope like Bronny doesn't fail out or have to get held back or anything like that, because he ain't getting any younger. I think it would be cool if they played. Like, what parent wouldn't want to play with their kid? But at the same time, I don't know if I want to play with my dad. That sounds weird. I don't know if I would want to play basketball with my dad. Especially if he's like 50 now. I don't know. Like nobody cares to ask Bronny. It's all about LeBron.
LeBron, he's a kid, so you don't have to ask him anything. He does what his parent tells him to do. No, he wants to play with his dad. Have you ever seen them interact and they're around? He wants to play with his dad. And LeBron James is a unique special athlete. He only has to play another 5 years or so. If Bronny is good enough to make it into the NBA, which is a whole nother question.
Yeah.
But why would you bring up him failing or flunking out? I mean,
just saying, like, if he gets held
just
back.
because you got held back.
I'm saying,
how many people get held back?
Older, and if
how many people get held back?
I don't know.
The kid's in high school. He's not getting held back.
I'm just saying, if something happens.
He's a rich kid.
That's true.
Rich kids don't get held back.
They don't hold you back in private school.
All right. A Minnesota mom gave her 18-year-old son $1,800 for staying off the internet for the previous 6 years. Real or fake, Jerome? Mom takes advantage of 12-year-old son.
No, she didn't take advantage of him. He's 12. He wasn't smart enough that he could have known that he could have got a lot more money than staying off the internet for 6 whole years for $1,800. I mean, I'd have gladly taken $1,800 at 18,
at 12.
But not when I waited 6 years. You know how much good stuff he's missed on the internet in the last 6 years? You know what I'm saying?
Look, I feel like mom definitely took advantage of him because she knew $1,800 at 12 isn't the same as $1,800 when he's 18 too. So she was doing economics, and he was just a kid. Like, he don't know any better. But you think he regrets the decision now, like either not negotiating for more or just saying, forget it, I'm getting on?
He doesn't know anything. He doesn't know what he missed. He hasn't been on the internet in 6 years. What the hell does he know?
You know he snuck on. You know he snuck on, but she
and
wasn't
that's
looking.
another thing.
Yeah, come on,
he
man.
probably had fake accounts and other backup. He's been on the internet somehow.
Of course.
So let's get to the next one. The U.S. women's national team players reached settlement with U.S. Soccer for the total of $24 million in a pay discrimination lawsuit. Real or fake? Future headline, Barry. U.S. women's national teams finally paid more money than the men.
Real, 100% real, because I think eventually they're going to have to start paying on performance, and the dudes are just not getting it. Now that there's equal pay, now they're going to have to start paying for actually winning soccer matches, and that's where the ladies excel. So 100% real.
Fake,
Oh, man, come on.
fake.
No.
Fake. Hey, have you read American history? When are the Americans giving women more than men? It's not gonna happen. No, not gonna happen, and not
Porn?
in sports. Next, real or fake? I lost that argument.
Fake. I want to make like a
I'll
rap
take
out
that
of it.
defeat.
Okay, the next one. All right, so Finland cross country.
Speaking of porn.
What's that?
Speaking of porn, go ahead.
All right,
I'm a
Finland
professional,
cross
Jerome.
country, Remy Lindholm, and hey, that's our boss's name, Remy. Anyway, this cross country skier suffered a frozen penis in an event at the Olympics. Wow. Real or fake, Jerome? A frozen member is the most horrific injury in sports. This is what I get for being the only female on tonight's show.
Well, that's probably a problem for tonight for you, yes. But I don't know if that's the most horrific injury in sports, because it depends on who the victim is. Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, because frostbite is dangerous, but not if it's just the tip, but versus
Just the tip.
I'm saying, like,
Look,
that injury is not the same for everyone.
for some of us, some people, it's just the tip. That's all there is.
I'm sorry, bro. That's too bad for you.
Hey, you, don't you go anywhere, because coming up, I'm going to try to make you laugh with the funniest 3 minutes in sports, and then Devin and Lauren are going to get you the latest lowdown on all the viral-licious deliciousness. Stick around.
Houston Sports Show is brought to you in part by Roka Accor, Houston's Japanese steakhouse.
Roka Accor, Houston's Japanese steakhouse, is a one-of-a-kind experience offering contemporary dining with traditional robatayaki cooking techniques. Roka Accor serves only the highest quality of prime-cut steaks and Japanese wagyu, seafood and vegetables with Japanese-inspired marinades and sauces, all prepared on a robata grill over mesquite charcoal. Welcome to Roka Accor, Houston's Japanese steakhouse.
At Big Star Cadillac, enjoy just $1 down or 1.9% for 72 months on all new 2021 and 2022 Cadillacs, like the new 2022 XT4 Luxury Collection for only $529 a month for 39-month lease with just $1 down. Looking for an Escalade? Big Star Cadillac has 2022 Escalades arriving daily. Gulf Freeway, just 2 minutes south of the Beltway.
Shop smarter when you shop at Big Star. Shop BigStarCadillac.com.
Now it's time for Barry on Sports with Barry Laminack.
I'm Barry Laminack. And this isn't what happened in sports this week. Let's start in the NBA, where last week at the NBA All-Star Game, Steph Curry dropped 16 three-pointers on his way to a 50-point night. I'm telling you, this guy's going to figure out how to make three-point shots over Zoom pretty soon. That's how good he is. Hey, some college football news for you. LSU head coach Brian Kelly was late to his first press conference because, well, he didn't have the right parking permit. And from the looks of this video, I'm guessing he parks in the white zone. USC's Caleb Williams says he wants to win more Super Bowls than Tom Brady, which is just a different way of saying he doesn't want to play for the Texans. In other sports news, new ratings showed the recent Olympics in China were the least watched Olympics in history. Unless, of course, you lived in China, in which case they were mandatory watching. I think the slogan over there was must-see TV or else. The Vanderbilt baseball team has just rolled out electronic wristbands, which allows the coaches to tell their pitchers what pitches to throw. Unfortunately, players have been kind of confused trying to figure out what the eggplant emoji is. That's go deep. Golfer Phil Mickelson got into hot water last week after he voiced his support for the Saudi Golf League, even though he admitted they murdered journalists, homosexuals, and are quite scary mother. Hold on, hush your mouth now. In his defense, though, Mickelson did clarify and said he would only be playing golf and that he actually wouldn't be involved in any killing. So that's good. It was reported that Finnish skier Remi Lindholm suffered a frozen penis during his race at the Olympics. Frozen stiff, huh? Nope, I'm not touching that. I mean, like, not that I'm, you know what, never mind. The U.S. women's soccer team has reached an agreement to get paid $24 million in bonuses to match the men's pay, so no, your wife hasn't forgot about that argument from 6 years ago. Also, can you believe that? There's a men's soccer team? Who knew that? And finally, Russian tennis player Alex Zverev was kicked out of a tournament for attacking a chair. If only that was the worst Russian attack this month. Seriously though, my heart goes out to the people of the Ukraine. I'm Barry Laminack. That's not what happened in sports this week.
If it's hot and happening, it's viralicious.
Guys, welcome into Viralicious, and this week I am super ecstatic because, Lauren, check it out, I made the cut. I don't know how I'm in 2 different places at once. I've never been to California, but Hank the Tank, I am you. I love it.
Hank the Tank, Hank the Devin. I don't know, you never been to California?
Never.
What?
Nope.
Why? Land of beautiful? Well, apparently you've been there.
I'm there right now. I'm in 2 places at once. You've never seen this before, Houston. Never before done.
All right. You're with me now, though. You're here with us on Houston Sports Show. Let's get to the next Viralicious, and that is Aaron Rodgers of the Green Bay Packers. We don't know what his playing situation is going to be next season, but we found out some interesting information on his digestive system. So check this out. This is what he does to cleanse the body. Vomiting. Just straight up vomiting. How good for you is that?
I don't know. This is called Panchakarma. I believe it's a Hindu kind of medication detoxification method, and we know Aaron Rodgers is kind of a hippie, so it does make sense for him to try things that are outside of the box. Induced vomiting, though, does not sound healthy to me.
Then we got Virichan forced diarrhea. Ouch! Who wants to do that?
Just go to Taco Bell. Lauren, check out this next one. I referee youth league games, and if a kid ever did this in a game, technical fouls for the entire other team. The game's over. Gym's shut down. I'm throwing the little hoop out of the court. Like, just go home, pack them up.
First off, I didn't know you did this. Can I please see a clip of you refereeing? Like, I can just picture like Devin just towering over all those little kids. But no, first off, I'm thinking about a parent, okay? If you're the parent that is the kid, the dunker, woo, you're going for ice cream, you're doing all that. If you're the other parent, oh my gosh, my baby, you did not do that to my baby. You're about to get sued up in here. No, I'm just kidding, not sued. But I don't know. Being a parent would be hard. I mean, you deal with it, right?
A lot. Parents can be the best and the worst, but in this case, I mean, you probably got to take your kids for an Aaron Rodgers bowel cleanse after getting dunked on like this. Come on.
Okay, let's keep it rolling into the next clip. And we all saw this, what happened. Juwan Howard of the Wolverines, and he hit the Badgers' assistant coach. Now, there's been a lot of speculation about, is it the handshake that's the problem, or does he just need to be fired and not be in college basketball anymore? Because all these, kids are looking up to him and he's coaching them. So what do you think? What do you take away from this?
I mean, I say do away with the handshake, honestly, because I think that
What?
well, yes, because you see in football, like the guys, and in the NBA, the guys go up and do handshakes with the guys they respect. If that respect's a little lost, well, there's still some time for the angst to be worked out. It doesn't always stay within the lines.
Dude, I feel like, okay, you get in a brawl with somebody and then what do you do afterward? You shake it out. It's okay. It's all right.
That's
okay.
not a brawl. This is like the fake five instead of the fab five. This is just like, what are you doing, Juwan?
That has been Viralicious this week. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back next week.
Hey, I don't know if you're having fun, but I'm at the bar, and this is a blast. Stick around because coming up, Rachel has the juice, and we're going to talk to Ryan Snyder, the general manager of Roca Accor, and find out all the deets. Don't go anywhere. We're right back right after this.
Houston Sports Show is brought to you in part by Big Star Cadillac.
Find your next luxury pre-owned vehicle at Big Star Cadillac. Experience a fine collection of low-mileage, late-model vehicles of all makes at Big Star Cadillac. Buy with the confidence of a thorough inspection, meticulous reconditioning, and certification process. Plus, Big Star Cadillac wants to pay you top dollar for your car today. Gulf Freeway, just 2 minutes south of the Beltway.
Shop smarter when you shop at Big Star. Shop BigStarCadillac.com.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. Remember the best planned 90 minutes of your life? Or that surprise party for your parents' golden anniversary? You get the golden planning. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Here at Houston's Japanese Steakhouse, Roca Accor, I'm joined by the general manager, Ryan Snyder, to talk about the finest foods and dining here. Now, Ryan, thanks for joining us. Let's really discuss the steakhouse and what makes you guys so unique about the grill that you use and everything like this.
Well, we have a unique Japanese Wagyu program that you can't really find in any other steakhouse in Houston. We have Kobe beef, we have Miyazaki, we have olive, and several other steaks from different prefectures in Japan that are hard to get. We cook it all over a traditional robata, which is cooking over charcoal, in a very gives a very earthy flavor, a very unique flavor that you just don't find in other steakhouses or in any other restaurant that is not cooking under that method. It's very traditional, but it's very, very flavorful. So we have also domestic Wagyu from Steak River Farms. We have some prime steaks. So we do have stuff that is a little more local in this country, but what sets us apart is our Japanese Wagyu program and offering things like Kobe beef that are hard to find.
And if you go through the menu, you'll see the grades on them. There's a lot of A5s. Yeah. What exactly does that mean?
A5 is generally the highest grade. It's the fattiest, it's got the most flavor. It's the good stuff. That's what you're looking for. So we specialize in that. We have 3 to 5 options throughout the week for that. People come all over. We sell it by the ounce. Mm-hmm. So it's not something you have to have a 3 ounce minimum when you order it. But it's something that's very unique, again, to this restaurant and something we're very proud of and is very popular.
Yeah, I love the 3-layer tower within the Robata grill.
Yes.
And something else that's specific and unique is the Alaskan king crab, and that's a specialty here, right?
Yes. Very simple, Alaskan king crab legs with a chili lime butter cooked over the Robata. You can't get,
so good.
It's the quality of the ingredients speak for themselves. We don't dress it up too much. Simplicity is key with that dish. It's extremely popular. Aside from the steaks, it's probably our most popular item on the menu.
Can you talk about how it's really made? Because I was told it's slower cooked at the top.
Yes, well, the Robata has a tier system, so the closest to the fire obviously is going to be the hottest. Mm-hmm. So we cook things, then we take it to the second tier, let it cool off a little bit, then third tier while it's waiting, and then when the tickets come in to fire food, then they bring it down, get it ready to plate it, and it's off to the guests in very short order. Everything is, we don't have a heat lamp, so all the food is cooked to order, and as soon as it's ready, it goes out piping hot. We don't let it sit around very long.
Now, we are here at a Japanese steakhouse, but there is some sushi, and you guys got a sushi program as well.
We're very proud of the sushi program. We serve some of the best ingredients in the city, some of the most hard to get exotic fish. We have a daily feature special that you'll see, what's come in from Japan. We get fish from Japan all during the week. I'm very proud of the program. We have a very talented sushi chef and sushi team. And the key to Roka Core is not just getting necessarily one thing or the other. You can come in and have one of the best steaks in the city. You can try Japanese Wagyu, which you can't find somewhere else, but you can also get some of the best sushi. So I'm sure we all know there's plenty of other restaurants that do either or. I think we're one of the only few that do it to the degree we do it, where you can get the best sushi and the best steak all under one roof. So whoever's sitting at the table can get something that they like. That's kind of a unique thing we offer.
Okay, Ryan, you have your steaks, you have your sushi, all the good food here, but you got to wash it down with some beverages.
Absolutely, absolutely. We have an outstanding beverage program as well. We feature a lot of Japanese whiskeys. We have a large sake program. We also have other whiskeys and scotches. Big selection that you'll find in some steakhouses, but we have some unique things that we have here. Sake program though, a lot of good unique things that I don't think you'll find in many other restaurants. Our servers are all pretty knowledgeable. They can pair it with your dinner. If you're eating steak, they can find some sake that's a little more earthy and a little more full. If you want to do sushi and go something a little floral, a little more light, a little more fruity notes and things like that match well with sashimi and match well with nigiri and things like that. We have that for you as well.
Interesting. It's kind of like wine suiting with food, but you do it with sake.
And we also have a pretty good wine list as well. We do. We have everything covered, but our Japanese whiskey program, our sake are two of the things I think that we highlight that make us a little unique as well.
Now it's time for The Juice with Game Day OJ, aka Put Your Money Where Rachel's Mouth Is.
If you think Houston's sports show is fun on TV, wait until you hear it on the radio. Join us every Sunday from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on ESPN 97.5.
Houston Sports Show is brought to you in part by Roka Accor, Houston's Japanese steakhouse.
Roka Accor, Houston's Japanese steakhouse, is a one-of-a-kind experience offering contemporary dining with traditional robatayaki cooking techniques. Roka Accor serves only the highest quality of prime-cut steaks and Japanese Wagyu, seafood and vegetables with Japanese-inspired marinades and sauces, all prepared on our robata grill over mesquite charcoal. Welcome to Roka Accor, Houston's Japanese steakhouse.
At Big Star Cadillac, enjoy just $1 down or 1.9% for 72 months on all new 2021 and 2022 Cadillacs, like the new 2022 XT4 Luxury Collection for only $529 a month for 39-month lease with just $1 down. Looking for an Escalade? Big Star Cadillac has 2022 Escalades arriving daily. Gulf Freeway, just 2 minutes south of the Beltway.
Shop smarter when you shop at Big Star. Shop BigStarCadillac.com.
Medea, this is for you. Here we go. Smile down on me from heaven, mama. Here we go. Be with me on this, Medea. I don't know if I got it in me. Here we go. Here we go. That's for you, Medea.
All right, now I'm about to wrap up the show. That clip you just saw is one of my basketball heroes, Marcus Johnson. At his age, still able to dunk and in tribute to his mother this year. He does it every year on his birthday. I should do that, like go out and dunk on my birthday. You should.
You said white men can't jump? Is this a theme now? Marcus Johnson, you know what? I'm going to my car. I'm getting my mace.
He was the actor in that movie who said he's going to his car to get his other gun and shoot everybody.
But one of my favorite lines of the movie.
It was so hilarious. But yeah, the tribute to his mom, and at that age, you can still dunk a basketball. That's impressive.
Really impressive.
Have you ever dunked?
Nerf.
Lauren, have you ever dunked a basketball? I know you can jump.
Shot a basketball.
Oh.
But you can jump. You did gymnastics.
That's practically the same.
You can't.
That's
you don't
true.
have
That's true.
ability?
Yeah.
Well, hey, thank you guys for tuning in to Houston Sports Show here for Roka Accor, Houston's Japanese Steakhouse. Come check it out. What great food we have here, and what a good time we have. And you hang around here, you probably run into some Houston Sports Show people.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Can we wrap? I'm hungry.
Well, go. You're always hungry, Barry. We'll be back next week to feed you more. Houston Sports Show.
Oh, I see what you did. Somebody's clever now. Look at him showing off.
Yeah. Good night.
Houston Sports Show is brought to you in part by Smile Texas, because experience matters.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. Remember the best planned 90 minutes of your life? Or that surprise party for your parents' golden anniversary? You get the golden planning. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Find your next luxury pre-owned vehicle at Big Star Cadillac. Experience a fine collection of low-mileage, late-model vehicles of all makes at Big Star Cadillac. Buy with the confidence of a thorough inspection, meticulous reconditioning, and certification process. Plus, Big Star Cadillac wants to pay you top dollar for your car today. Gulf Freeway, just 2 minutes south of the Beltway.
Shop smarter when you shop at Big Star. Shop BigStarCadillac.com.